Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Violet and I'm super happy to have you here. In today's video, I tried some new products that I have been dying to try with you guys or for you guys, and that's what I did. So without further ado, let's get on to it. It's time to play with some new makeup. I've accumulated quite the collection just over a lot of period of time. I am going to try this again. I did try this in I'm not even sure what it's called at this point. I exchanged it for a different shade, so I picked up 540 Light. And I think what I'm going to do is use the Essence Prime Plus Studio Hydrating and Skin Refreshing Primer in conjunction with this foundation. I'm going to apply this on my face real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll focus on the foundation part of this. I am going to apply this with the Beauty Blender. I don't remember the method that I used last time for applying this, but for this sake of the video, we're applying this with the Beauty Blender, and this is very runny, so be very careful. You can already see it dripping down my face. That was the lightest coverage I've ever seen in my life. That did that did nothing for my face. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to build this up because that little, I feel like I applied a lot, but even that was not enough. So I'm gonna try and build this up and see where we go from there and how much we can build this up and how it looks. Yeah, see, look, it's still like picking up like little beads of foundation, and I don't know if it's the primer that I'm using that's causing that or what, but that's just weird. Looking at this foundation, I want to say it's the right shade, but I don't want to speak too soon because this is just the first time applying this and I'm in my room with artificial lighting. But looking at this, it looks okay. Definitely blended out a lot. I was not expecting full coverage. I'm not expecting medium coverage. It doesn't really cover blemishes because I am currently having quite the ordeal of all these little blemishes and stuff peeking through. But I kind of want to add just a little bit more coverage. It definitely is looking awful right here in the middle of my eyebrows. It's like really dry and sticking to this irritated spot there. Looking at it up close, it's not the best. But I do find that adding that extra little layer kind of helped a little bit. I'm going to apply some concealer. I don't have anything new to show you. Well, I do have something kind of new. It's the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer from my Full Face at the Dollar Tree video. Hoping that it blends out and it doesn't wipe away my foundation like it did last time when I tried this. The light layer that I did on these less prominent blemishes did a really nice job. It does look, somewhat covered, somewhat like soft and smooth. Again, on this side as well. This one, I did the light layer and then I added a little bit more concealer here and whatever was left over from blending up on these areas, I applied on top of this, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty good. I'm actually quite pleased with how that looks. Well, it is separating here. We're finding that out really quickly now. But it did blend underneath my eyes really, really nicely. I am pleased with that as well. For blush and highlighter, it is newer, just not like newly come out. It's the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duos when they came out with blush and highlighters called Lychee. It's super pretty. I have used this before in other videos and other makeup looks. For eyeshadow, I'm going to keep it super simple. I'm going to keep it extremely affordable, but it's the AOA Studio Eyeshadow Paw-Paw Quads. I have this one in the variation called Brandy. Ironically, this is my favorite one, not because it's got her name on it, but just this one is color story wise and the shades and just everything about this is just perfect. I'm gonna use this one right here, this like burnt orange almost, and then the shimmer shade in here. Keep it very easy, simple, not a lot of brain work. Alright, so now that this shade is packed on, blended where I want it, we're just going to apply this for mascara today, and I'm actually not going to use eyelashes today, or, well, I'm going to use my own, but we're not going to use fake eyelashes today because I just don't feel like fussing with them. Recently, I have been trying out the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. The first time I tried this, I wasn't pleased with it. I was like, ooh, no, that's not an all that great mascara. Then I tried it again and I was like, oh, still not a fan with it. What am I doing wrong? And then I thought, well, maybe it's not the mascara. Maybe it's the tool I'm using. I ended up using Brandy's curler. And then, poof, it all changed. And I actually quite like the mascara. I ended up buying my own, so I don't have to steal hers, but it's the Wet n Wild High on Lash Eyelash Curler. We're gonna curl my lashes right now in this video. Not a step I normally show on camera, but for the sake of this one and for the sake of argument, new product, new technique, we're gonna go with it. The new theme of new products to try and the big bucket that I have next to me, I'm going to try another AOA Studio or another product from shopmissday.com. It's their Paw-Paw Velvet Lips. Yes, I almost call them liquid lips, but I guess it's the same thing. This is in the shade called Claire. It does look to be like a nudie pink. Hopefully it works with this. Wow. It's a bright color. That is kind of, I don't know if it really goes with the look, but I kind of dig it together in an odd way. But it's very soft. It was a little on the more of a time-consuming application part of it because it is a very light color. So I did have to kind of spend a little bit more time to get more of the opaqueness of this color. Definitely does not look what's in the tube. This looks more nudie pink, and this looks more like a Barbie pink with a tint of another color. Terrible at describing colors. But yeah, I will be back to show y'all the completed look and then give y'all my final first impression thoughts on the new makeup that I tried in this video, as well as updated thoughts on some other products that I've been trying. Finally go over the products used in today's video. I'm going to start off with the Essence Prime Plus Studio Hydrating and Skin Refreshing Primer. I've used this, I believe this is the third time I want to say that I've used this. I do like this primer. I do find that it does have a slight hydrating aspect to it when I do first apply it. I don't know that it really gives off 24 hydration. I don't really feel like it lasts that long. It's a good primer. I do kind of like this one. I do have to keep testing this one out with all of my other foundations. Next one, of course, is going to be the CoverGirl Clean Fresh SkinMilk Foundation. This is in the shade 540 Light. I did pick up a darker shade since the previous one was too ghostly looking for myself. It was a paler complexion to my neck and just my general face area. For this one, I do find that it's just a little bit, still a little whiter. It's not as white as it was before, or with the other shade option, but I feel like this one is kind of manageable. I don't feel like there's too much of a difference. And I did go out in natural lighting and I did check in artificial lighting, and I don't really find that there is a noticeable difference between the two different ways. So I do kind of like this primer. Again, I'm still testing this out. It is still fairly new, even though it is a different shade. Next product that is my second time using it, because I was scarred for life the first time I used it. It was the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. I used this in my Full Face of Dollar Tree makeup. The second time around, this concealer, it was okay. I do find that I had to apply more of the product around my eye area to cover a little bit more. I do find that a light layer on lighter blemishes on like the sides of my face here gives enough coverage. I don't find that it looked or caked up here. It still looks nice. Do I find that it is, you know, completely hiding my dark circles? It's, you know, full coverage? No, I would say it's kind of medium. There is still some noticeable dark circles right here in the middle, but I noticed too right here in this specific area, for some reason, it pulled up my foundation as well again. So I'm kind of thinking it's this concealer that's having issues and it's just not cooperating and sitting well with others. But again, I will try and test this one out more. Next product is not, I don't want to say, I mean it's new, but it's not like, I've used this plenty of times before, so I guess it's like an updated first impressions, updated thoughts on this. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's the e.l.f. Lychee Bite Size Face Duo. I find every single time I use the blush side of this, I don't find that you can see as much of the color payoff as when I first applied it. I do find that it's fading. The highlighter, it's a pretty highlighter. It's not like my favorite. I do find that it is pretty bright and noticeable. You can definitely see right there on my cheekbone. Also, I noticed too, while looking really close in the mirror, is that it does have some sort of like sparkle effect to it. It's like almost like a glittery type, but it's not like extreme like packed on glitter. So if that's not something you're into, then definitely keep in mind. The color is like almost like a white, like pink purple shift to it. It's pretty, but isn't my, you know, my go-to kind of highlighter or my preferred color highlighter. No, but it works. It does the job. You have a little easy compact blush highlighter and it's one and done. So I mean, in that aspect it's nice, but overall it's just like okay, whatever. Next product is, of course, the AOA Studio Paw-Paw quads that they came out with. This one specifically in the variation called Brandy. And no, that's not why I like this one. I mean, it's one of the many reasons, but this, as it falls and flaps over, this one just speaks to me the most. I'm always drawn to this one without even knowing the name of it. I just saw the colors and I was like, that is my colors. I just love the warm tones in this. I love this like sort of, you know, light eyeshadow topper that's got a little bit of glitter to it. I just like all of these shades are so pretty. But yeah, I find that all of these blend pretty easily. I have not had any troubles. These all work really nicely, and for the $1.55 price point, you really can't go wrong with buying this or buying all four really and creating just a bunch of different eye looks. Next product I want to talk about is, I was gonna add in the eyelash curler, but I figured I'm still kind of new using it, but the the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. It's what's on my eyes today, but this one I'm starting to like, and it's only because of the eyelash curler. That's the whole tangent I went on earlier in this video, if I included that. The only thing I don't like the flimsy wand. I feel like it is kind of hard sometimes to maneuver and apply mascara onto the eyes. I do find that the pigmentation of the black color is fading a little bit, as I've worn it since 12 o'clock and it's probably 5 o'clock now. But the curl is still there, the hold is still there. It does give me some length, a little bit of volume. And the last product to note is what's on my lips right now, and you guys, I'm bummed about the color, but I'm happy about the feel of it and the wear time of this. This is the Aoe Studio Velvet Lip. This is in the shade called Claire, and I do find that the color in the tube, I was expecting it to be a more nudie pink, and I was like, oh, that's great. That's what I love. My nudes and pinks, and combining them together, it's just, bam, it's It's a match made in heaven. But this color is more of like an orangey, like coral peachy color. I am terrible at colors and guessing what they are, so forgive me, but this formula is super, super nice. It is not a over drying formula. It's not caking up my lips. It does kind of sink into some of my fine lines, but I am human. It does transfer. I was drinking earlier and it transferred on the cup and the straw. I have not eaten yet, so I'm pretty sure you'll eat them away, or eat the lipstick away. But overall, I do love velvet lip formulas. Not this one in particular, but just in general, a velvet lip formula. Will I definitely wear these again? Of course. I'm excited to use the other 2 shades that I picked up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and or week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye, guys. If you would like to watch my previous video or be directed to the channel, click the links on your screen.